until I hear a siren. We pulled off in perfect timing. I changed my number couple times, cause man kept calling me for things. And man are hating, but they're waving when they saw me on their strip. I know they see me on the camera. Might just link some man for mix the gentleman with gangster. I changed my number.
Out the door, I'ma never have nowhere to go. Hey, bag out the door, I'ma never have nowhere to go. Bag out the door, I'ma never have nowhere to go. Hey, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are new, subscribe. Duh. Anyways, today we will be talking about my personal experience, what I've been through as an immigrant. You guys know, or I hope you know, that I have a video up where I talk about experiences and situations that it's possible that you could go through while being undocumented in the United States of America or whichever foreign country you are at. And I'm going to just share my experience. I hope that you learn something from this, and do not make the same mistakes that I did. When I was in Jamaica. So I was in Jamaica. I had a visa, a 10-year visa. It still hasn't expired to this day. Like, it's still good. And well, it's not good because I overstayed, but you get what I'm saying. And I was traveling back and forth. I not even want to call him man. I met this insect, and I thought he was a gentleman because when I was in Jamaica, when I was going to school, he used to send me money, he used to send me credit, and I them something that we love. Yes, so I came up a few times, and I stayed at his house. We were, getting to know each other. I would come up for like 2 weeks, then I go back to Jamaica, and like 3 weeks after that I will come up again for another like a week, because again I was going to college and I had to juggle and balance both lives. So something happened. I think my baby father texted him some sort of something like, hey yo, you're sending your money to this girl, and I'm the one she's giving me your money and blah 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 blah, and I'm still having sexual intercourse with her, and she don't want you, you're all the way in America, blah 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 blah, stuff like that, which was a lie, because everybody knows that me not mind no man. So me not mind no man. That's it. So he got all in his head, and they exchange each other number. All number get exchanged, big conversation between both of them and stuff. So he came to me and he was like, hey, listen, this is not gonna work out, because you're all the way in Jamaica, you have a life in Jamaica. If you want to be with me, migrate. And I'm like, what? Yeah, migrate. We're gonna be together, right? You love me, right? So migrate, just come and live with me. We'll get married, and you'll take your daughter up in the space of 3 months, and everything will be fine, and just start your life here. You could go to college here. It's cool. It sounded nice, and I loved the life. Like when I used to come and visit, I loved what I was seeing. So I was like, all right, cool, that's fine. Let's do it. And I came up and I was staying with him for like 3 months. We still haven't gotten married. He was like, he had stuff to do, like he didn't pay his taxes, all sort of stuff that he had to sort out. And I was like, fine, it's cool. Take your time, handle what you need to handle. And yeah, so then like 3 years, 6 months now passed. No, when it was almost going to be the 6th month, like the 5th month, he got married to me. So then because I was getting frustrated with waiting so long, and I was going to go back home to Jamaica. So then he got married to me on the 5th month, and I was like, all right, so something might happen. I'm seeing progress. I'm just going to stay and hold it out. So he's going to put my paper in and blah, 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 blah. 1 month passed, no paper in, and then he started requiring too much of me. I was 23 at the time, and I mean, I was having sex, obviously, but there was certain things that I wasn't exposed to. I didn't know about, but I'm an open-minded person. So it started off with maybe just oral sex, or then is another thing, pee on me, then is another thing. I'm like, okay, listen, I'm not going to do stuff that I am not comfortable with sexually just to please you. Because if it was a normal thing, just having sex, kissing, normal stuff that you do when you're having sex. What do I call normal? I just list a few. So it wasn't that. It started as that and then started as, okay, let's role play. Cool, I'm fine with that. You know, whatever floats your boat. Let's use toys. Cool, I'm fine with that. But when it's going to be on a level where, okay, we want to invite other people into a relationship, I wasn't going to do it. So now I started like being disgusted by the person, and some other stuff that I can't talk about because I don't want to get into any trouble. But it was a nasty stuff, stuff that would sick your stomach, stuff that involved anyone. I was there in the house all by myself, and what I used to just talk to my dad or to a friend. I had a friend in New York. Honestly, without him, I wouldn't have like be able to sustain and go through all of that I did, and because I would have just gotten fed up and go back home. But you know, that person, I used to talk to them also on the phone, share how I feel, and he kept me going. He kept me going. He motivated me to stay and to keep me going and had me hold on. So yeah, while I was on the phone texting and talking to my dad, telling my dad how I feel, like crying to him, crying to also the person in New York, like, listen, I can't take this anymore. This person is so nasty. He wanted to do this, he want me to do that, blah blah blah. I list the stuff. Pee on you. He wanted me to pee on him. He wanted to have sex with other people. He wanted to have sex with other people, including man, and wanted me to watch. He was disgusting, and a lot more stuff that I don't want to say, because again, I don't want to be sued. And even though I'm not calling the person name, they know themselves and other people know the situation. So anyways, I was just used to cry on the phone, but this nigga was recording me. He was recording me. So like one day, I remember, one night I went to a party I met someone, like this guy. He was a neighbor and he was pretty cool. He had his wife living with him. He had 2 kids, and I met him through the guy that I was married to, his daughter. So then we started communicating and whatever, and he was like, yo, Samantha, you're always in the house, bro, like, come on, let's go out one night. And I went with him and a couple friends. I had texted this insect that I was talking to at the time, and I was like, hey, listen, I'm going out with such and such person, is it okay? He was like, yeah, it's fine, I want to come. I'm like, he didn't invite you, I'm just going to have fun. And he was like, all right, go. So there I was at the club, dancing, having fun, enjoying myself. My phone kept blowing up. And I was like, okay, I checked my phone. It was like, are you having fun? I bet you're having fun, huh? And it was just some text that was like, had me thinking, like, why are you texting me, asking me if I'm having fun? And you bet that I'm having fun and make sure that I have all the fun in the world. So it's like, yo, something is up. Anyways, I was like, are you okay? I texted him and he texted me back like, I'm perfectly fine. I'm having the best day of my life. I'm disgusting, huh? You hate me, huh? And I'm like, why is he was saying the same things back to me that I said on the phone with my dad or with my friend in New York. So I was like, something is up. So my heart started racing immediately. And then I got a picture, and it wasn't loading in the club, so I stepped outside. I stepped outside, right? And it loaded, and it was 4 big garbage bags. You know them, them big garbage bag, but the black one, hefty duty garbage bag, thick, at the door, and it was like, fuck you and get out of my house. So I was like, shit. I went in the club and I was like, listen, I have to go right now because, bro, my husband threw up my things. The insect threw up my things, and I need to realize I need to know and find out what's going on. So shit, the guy took me home, and he was at the balcony standing up and was like, don't come in here, I changed the lock and all this stuff is out there and you can't come in my house. So I was like, what the fuck, like, are you serious right now? He was like, yes, I'm serious, get all this stuff out my house. So it's like, where am I gonna go? I don't know anybody. You're the only person that I know. I don't know nobody in Florida. Not even ants, me no know. Not even the ants will walk on the step. Me no know who she be. So I started like crying. And then this nigga went and took a video, like started videoing me, like, go away, you dirty bitch, talking about me on their phone and discussing my business with your family. So it's like, oh, we my call bitch. Him just bring out sister girl she, we live down at Tivoli, when I have no upbringings, him bring out, you know. So I'm telling you, this a big dirty stinking nasty drunk boy, yeah. Come on, style me. Me just start talking with him secretly in the video. So then video me and him say, oh, get out of my house, you bitch. Me say, yeah, because they don't want to fuck so and so. He was like, ah. And I'm like, oh, but you're a dirty stinking whore. And I'm like, yeah, and you eat my pussy all the time and my ass. And then he was like, ugh. So everything he said, I just hit him back with something. I talk about him business, in personal business. Some of them can even say, Anya, so. But oh, nasty, me just start talk everything real remote back at one like in the video while I take up my bag. So guess what? No one, sorry, my nose running. So guess what? No one saw that the video there, no, because he doesn't want those secrets to come out, right? Cause him go show the video. Everybody go find out what's really going on because I spilled all the tea. I take the what you call that? I take the kettle. I'ma pour out all of the hot water down the video. The way him did that video me, cause him never go flap me and cramp my style. So I was like, alright, bro. The guy that I went out with, he was like, alright, my house is full because my cousin is there. I'm gonna take it to a friend's house. The friend also didn't take me, but I did stay at one bus stop under the ground because the friend house where this guy bring me, I nearly get raped. I go to the house first of all. When I went into the house, be a boy, one settee in the living room, one TV, and the TV is on the ground. They're playing on PS4 or whatever it was at the time, and in the bedroom was just one bed, and I could barely see because of beer smoke. Everybody smoking, from the grandfather to the baby. Everybody smoking. I was like, I'm safe here, bro. I was like, yeah, man. I spoke to him and he got you. Just try to stay here for a while, cool out, and sort out yourself. So I was like, all right, because I didn't have any money at the time. I was like broke. So I'm there and he was like talking to me. Oh, so yo, how long you want to stay here? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe a week. I could do a week and try to talk to my dad to send me some money so I could get somewhere to rent, like rent a room or get a roommate or whatever it is that I was trying to process through my mind at the time. So night came and the guys went away. His friends went away. So I was like trying to sleep. I was in the couch sleeping and he came out there to sit down like at my foot. So now I'm like, okay, I started texting my friend in New York. I was like, yo, this nigga is right next to me and I'm trying to sleep and he has his hand on my foot. So he was like, what the hell? Why has his hands on your foot? I was like, I don't know. So I was like, yo, you cool? Like, oh, you want to sleep? You could go in the bedroom to sleep and you could have the bedroom. Me could have the bedroom, All right. I didn't want to have sex with you to stay here. It's either you're going to be generous and have me stay here, help me out, or just say that you can't afford to have me stay here. He was like, all right, cool, you know, you're talking the truth, you could stay. And he backed off. Like after 3 in the morning, this guy had a hard on, came close to me again. Just like, yeah, I'm gonna come out of the bed and go into the couch. He was like, all right, it's cool, just go on the couch. So I was in the couch now, laying down. He came out there naked as the day in born. Naked as the day in born. I was like, I was mad. But you know, you can't get too mad because you don't have anywhere to go. It was one of those. So I was mad, but I couldn't get too mad. You know how you want to be upset and you want to have a different reaction, but I didn't have anywhere to go, so I couldn't like cuss him out how I wanted to. So it was that. And I went on the phone. I was like, yo, I'm gonna call my dad because I couldn't call the police, or I could, but I didn't know. But because I was illegal, I'm thinking I can't call it. So my dad saved the night. And in the morning now, I got a call from my neighbor. She lived underneath the insect's house. And she was like, yo, he told me that you and him fell out and he put your stuff outside. You know what? You could come stay with me for a week or so. You could come stay with me until you get on your foot again, because I understand that you're young and I know that you're illegal and blah, blah, blah. And I'll help you out. But guess what? He was the one who asked her for me to stay with her because he wanted to have an eye on me for fastening my business, because he found out about my friend in New York, and I was to see him like 2 days or 3 days. He was supposed to come to Florida anyway for us to meet up, and it was just a disaster. It was a disaster. And you know, thankfully, like, I got on my feet. I got a place to rent. I was living on my own now, and I got a job at Golden Cross, and I was working there for a while, and I became the supervisor there, and I was okay. I was comfortable, even though I can't say that I was comfortable with certain aspect of the situation, but entirely I am happy and I'm grateful. And what I want to tell you is, if you're in a situation like this, if you're with someone and you're married to that person, if they have ever texted you or said to you that, or threatened to not put your papers in to process you, there is help. Just Google it. There is information that you could get to have you, or to allow you to be qualified to file for yourself. You just need that person, that evidence in a text or a recording of that person saying that to you is even better. And you just get a lawyer. If you can't afford a lawyer, there's so many more things that you could do. You could file for yourself, because even me, to did my paperwork, I did it myself. Like, me and my husband sat down and we filled that paper out ourselves. We read the instructions and we put it in, and it was okay. It's not that hard. A lot of people pay maybe $1,000 or $1,200 or $800 rather, just for someone to fill out information about you. I know my name, I know my address, I know my husband's name, I know my husband's address, I know all that stuff that I need to put on it. I could do that myself, you know. And if you're in Jamaica, there's so many other ways to come here. Like, to go to university here, you only need like 5 CXCs. And guess what? Accounting, those principles of accounting, those physics, and they don't need those. It's like basic English, math, social studies, human and biology. That helped for me. And I don't know, like typing. That's literally all you need. Or just, if you have your visa and you fell in love and somebody wants to marry you, do not just come over here and overstay that visa. You could come here, spend a month, do the wedding, go back home, then come again, go back home. And when you have that green card in your hands, you got it in the mail, or you have a tracking number saying that the green card has been shipped. And even when it says shit, because a lot of people, I know people that, like, the green card went to the house and the guy held on to the green card and rip it up and tell the girl that the green card didn't come yet, and she kept calling and all that stuff, and they're like, I mailed it out. So there's a lot of stuff that you need to take into consideration when trying to make this big step in your life. It's a huge step and a huge risk, and it can end well or it may not.